you ready? In the red corner, representing faithful followers around the globe, moral values and all that is wholesome, and smelling of sweet vanilla extract, the Mormon. And in the blue corner, representing all that is rational, sane, and scientific, and crushing the beliefs of children everywhere, the Atheist. Destroying all that is good and honorable in podcasting, and hailed by critics nowhere as one of the year's 10 best. Ladies and gentlemen, we give to you the Mormon and the Atheist. You may begin composing your hate mail now.
Well, hello, my little atheist friend.
Hey, my Mormon friend. How's it going?
Good, I've been worrying about you going to hell.
Are you serious?
You need to save your soul.
So with that great introduction, welcome to the Mormon and the Atheist podcast. I am David Anthony, and with me, as you just heard, is my lovely co-host, Sarah.
Thank you. You can use lovely a few more times.
Lovely Sarah. As always, you can find our podcasts on wonderful iTunes. You can visit us on the web at mormonatheist.blogspot.com. Someday when we have money, we'll buy a real domain, won't we?
That might be a little while.
Okay. We will never have money.
One day. I think we have a few things planned before that.
Okay. And if you want to send me spiteful, hate-filled email and and try to tell me and try to convince me that I will be roasting over the coals of hell because I'm a godless heathen, you can send that to mormonatheist@yahoo.com. Why do I have a feeling you will be the only person to send me email?
And if anyone wants to send love mail to their fellow Christian girl, that's me.
Send it to the same address. Her name is Sarah. Saint Sarah. How about the Saint and the Sinner? Maybe we should retitle the show The Saint and the Sinner.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, me too. The Saint and the Sinner. It's kind of good. You can also follow us, if you dare, at Mormon N Atheist. That's Mormon, the letter N, as in Nancy, or Naughty, Atheist, on Twitter. Do you even know what Twitter is, Sarah?
I've never Twittered. I just barely started texting.
Yeah, I didn't think you... You know, actually, I obviously am the one who keeps up our Twitter account, and I do a pretty good job of following your peeps. I follow the Mormon crowd.
Are there many of them? I thought
Quite
we were kind
a few.
of a minority.
No, this BYU actually has a lot of accounts. They've got different blog accounts that they put up and all sorts of stuff.
Maybe I should be there.
The LDS, there's an LDS one. Somebody has to keep an eye on you Mormon folk.
I know, or else we're going to take over.
I
Isn't that
think
the plan?
you've done a good job trying. You know that I keep under my desk here because this show is so stressful. Under my desk, I keep one of those. It's an acupressure foot massager.
Okay, wait a minute. Stop. Pause.
Okay.
Why is this so stressful? What is stressful about it?
You stress me out.
What?
You're a very stressful co-host. You're combative.
My therapist has
I'm
told me I'm an intense person.
You are pretty intense.
Is that bad to admit I have a therapist?
Your therapist also said you have a great energy when you're mellow.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often, though.
No.
You basically catch me when I'm mellow after a nap or after food coma.
Okay, well, I was thinking something else, but all right.
Huh. Nope.
Is that guys who are more mellow after that?
Shut up.
Okay. So anyway, this entire broadcast here, I've been trying to massage my feet to calm myself down.
Well,
relieve
what do
my
I
blood
get?
pressure. What do you mean, what do you get?
I don't have any little foot massager or anything like that. And if anything, you're the more stressful one. You're the atheist.
Here, it's my soothing voice. I'll just say, Sarah, just relax.
Actually, you're very good at that.
Deep breath in and deep breath out.
I think one show you should just do a whole session talking like that, and pretty much everyone will take a nap afterwards.
I was just going to say, I think, once again, we lost our listeners because now they're comatose.
I think we need to put a warning sign on with the show, like warning your IQ may, go down, or you may have increased desire to hurt someone.
Right, blood pressure may rise. Feelings of hatred may boil up to the surface.
Adverse effects from listening.
Yeah.
I know there's adverse effects from talking to you for 30 minutes.
Again, that's why I keep a little acupressure roller beneath my desk. Keeps me
all right, for Christmas, since I know you celebrate Christmas, I want you to send me one as my present.
I do celebrate Christmas, but not because I...
Okay, so wait a minute. Why do you celebrate Christmas if you're an atheist?
Is it necessarily... Okay, when was the last time Christmas was actually celebrated as a religious holiday? It is such a secularized holiday. It is commercialized. It's all about gifts. Does anybody even think about what Christmas is or what it was supposed to be?
Did you not know that is the time of year when most churches have insane numbers that have people come? Everyone goes to church. There's like Christmas Christians.
Uh-huh.
They go to church once a year.
Yeah.
And then you have the Christians that go to church twice a year, Christmas and Easter.
Uh-huh.
And then you have Sunday Christians.
I used to be one of those before I gave it up completely.
I'm saying,
I was like, this twice a year business is too much commitment. I'm done.
Twice a year.
Yes.
Just to save your soul. You couldn't do that.
I have no soul. We don't have souls, Sarah.
You're gonna make me cry.
Am I? I'm sorry. When we die, we're worm food. We rot in the ground. There's nothing that happens.
I've told you, when we both die, one of us is going to be very surprised.
Well, okay. After you remove the knife from my heart because you stabbed me.
The heart? Why am I stabbing the heart?
It seems to me the easiest spot to kill me. I don't know. Did you have a different plan for how you're gonna?
Well, stabbing that's not the way to go, friend.
But it's a very intimate act. I've heard that stabbing or beheadings, it's.
Oh, I would do food poisoning.
Oh,
that would be my style.
Very subtle, because I like food.
And I like to cook.
You are a whiz in the kitchen.
There we go.
Well, remind me to, can you at least give me a clue as to when this is going to happen?
Well, maybe when I cook for you, when's the last time that happened? A year ago?
It's been about a year since you last cooked for me.
So, I think you have a little ways.
Yeah, I will admit, you do make a mean cream puff.
Thank you.
Yeah. Would you care to share with our listeners what that recipe might be at some point? We can either write it out on the blog, or if you have 2 minutes
we could do a little recipe corner every once in a while. I do have some good recipes. And the cream puffs, they are amazing, and they're easy to make. And they are a crowd pleaser.
I told you should write a book called Sarah's Spicy Kitchen.
Because cream puffs are not... How would cream puffs fit into that? There's no spicy. And the truth of the matter is, I don't really like spicy food.
Really? Is that right?
I like good old-fashioned home cooking. I like fried food.
I see. Well, you are in the South now.
I am. I'm a Texan girl now.
Yeah, but you're from California. That's where people eat very...
People eat in and out over there. It is a religion over there.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, but you also get the people who eat like the wheatgrass and the very naturalistic vegans out there. It's a high propensity of vegans in certain pockets of California.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing.
They don't. They're missing out on the meat. So, going back to Christmas really quickly.
Yes, I'm glad you came back.
One of us has to keep this show on task. I celebrate Christmas. It's not for any sort of religious aspect. It's really just about the community of being with friends and family and just enjoying this one time of year where we all slow down.
And why do we slow it down?
We slow down. Well, we slow down because
because we're reflecting.
No, we're reflecting on the gifts that we bought, and we want to make sure that
we are not.
We included the gift receipt with the present.
Do you know how many times we had Christmas growing up where we didn't even do presents?
Boring.
My parents, they tried.
Household.
They tried to do it so that we could, remember the true meaning of Christmas. And I think there is something to that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can definitely, like anything in life, you can go either way to either extreme. And
the true meaning, I love. Okay, never mind. The true meaning of Christmas.
It is too, friend.
Really?
Wait, I don't know if you're my friend anymore.
Okay. The true meaning of Christmas. First of all, December 25th was not the day that the supposed Son of God was born of this earth.
It was actually a pagan holiday, yes.
Yes, very good. How many people actually know that, though?
I don't know. Maybe we can take a poll.
Maybe. Well, actually...
We can add it to the poll of questions.
There was a poll done. There was a New York Times article, and I'm sure it was syndicated elsewhere, but there was a religious test that was given out to believers and non-believers alike, and they found that not a lot of believers know what they're talking about.
It's so sad.
It is sad. I have the article in front of me. It's from September 28th. The title is Basic Religion Test Stumps Many Americans. And I think you can find this if you do a Google search as well. It was done by the Pew Forum. Not pew like pew, but P-E-W, as in the hard wooden benches you sit on in church. Some of them have padding, though. Some of those really nice churches, they got the padded seats.
That's what helps us get to church on time, because if we're late, we have to sit in the hard seats in the back.
Is that right?
Yes, and I'm at a stage in life where I want the soft seats.
We won't explore. We'll save that topic for another day. But the research. I'll read a little bit from this article. The researchers from the Independent Pew Forum on Religion and Public Life phoned more than 3,400 Americans and asked them 32 questions about the Bible, Christianity and other world religions, famous religious figures, and the constitutional principles governing religion in public life. On average, people who took the survey answered half the questions incorrectly, and many flubbed even questions about their own faith. This was the best part. We've talked about this, but this is the best part about this. Those who scored the highest were atheists and agnostics, as well as two religious minorities, Jews and my ever-so-favorite Mormons.
Mormons!
That's right. You and I, we were at the top of the polls, but I just thought it was very interesting, and honestly not surprising, that atheists and agnostics are at the top of this poll. They know more about religion than do their devout followers.
Well, and it makes sense that Mormons are in that same category because every religion, has certain things that they stress. And in the Mormon community, education and family are two things that are stressed.
Yeah.
That are very important. So growing up, those were the two things that were important: education and family.
Making babies.
Yep. And educating them. Not just making them.
Oh, okay.
But making them, better people to contribute to society.
Okay. But there's a quote from Dave Silverman. He's the president of the American Atheists, who clearly must be a wonderful man, not only because his name is David, but because he's the president of such a wonderful organization. He's quoted as saying, "I have heard many times that atheists know more about religion than religious people. Atheism is an effect of that knowledge, not a lack of knowledge. I gave a Bible to my daughter. That is how you make atheists." And I wholeheartedly agree. We know too much. We know too much to still be able to believe in the sort of fairy tales and magic and all that stuff that goes along with the biblical stories.
Magic, huh? That's what you're calling it?
Magic. That's right. The hocus pocus, yeah.
I would argue that it's harder to be...
You just want to argue,
Okay, yes, I just want to argue,
yes,
period.
Go ahead.
But I would argue that it's harder to be a religious person and be educated in this day and age. And I can understand why a lot of religious people are not as educated.
Because you have to convince your poor brain that